Hey guys, it's Kenton Becker with Land Home Financial, and I'm here again with another weekly video tip for you. Hopefully you guys had fun last week, Memorial Day weekend. You were able to get out, enjoy the weather. I know I did. But we're back again with another weekly tip, and we're kind of following where I left off, where I talked a little bit about security systems and some easy and very simple things that you could do right away with your house to just make it a little bit more safe and protected. But now I want to talk about actual security or monitoring systems. And really I'm going to break it down into two categories: hardwired and wireless. Now there's pros and cons to both, so it's not a one-sided thing. So I'm going to go through the pros for both and the cons for both, and then you guys can make up your mind on which one works best for you. But we'll start with hardwired. What are some of the pros to having a hardwired system in your home? The first one is reliability. Because the wires are already ran through your home, you don't have to worry about signals getting crossed or not having a signal or the wireless not working for some reason. It's going to be there, it's going to work. The second pro is it's easy to maintain. You don't have to replace batteries. You don't have to change out any of the sensors. They're there, they're going to work, and you don't have to worry about it. The third thing is it's ideal for large spaces. If you have a bigger home, more space, it's more spread out, maybe a rambler that's more spread out from room to room, sometimes a wireless system may not be the best fit for that. And so hardwiring in a system could be a good option. The fourth and final pro is it's lower upfront cost. Most hardwired systems will do free, or the actual system will be free. Maybe installation is $100. But the first downside or the first con to a hardwired system is it sometimes can have a higher monthly cost. So lower upfront cost, higher monthly cost. Another downside to hardwired systems is if burglars know how, they can actually cut the phone line that actually is what sends the signal to the monitoring service. So if they know how to do that or they know how to access the phone line, they could actually get to it that way. The other downside is you have to have a landline. And in this day and age, hey, I don't know very many people who have a home phone line. So you have to have that in order to get the hardwired system. And then the last negative is most systems don't have mobile access or the way that you can log in on your phone and arm or disarm or monitor it remotely. So hardwired systems are a little bit more basic in how they're put together. Now, let's talk a little bit about wireless systems. This is like the do-it-yourself kind of home security system. There's a few pros and a few cons to this. The first pro is it's easy to install. Most of these systems are going to arrive in a package. They have little sticky tape and you stick them in the sensors and they're all wireless, so you don't have to do any kind of running wires or anything in the walls themselves. The second pro is that it's more cost-effective installation. Because it's easy to install, you don't have to hire people or contractors to come out and run wires through things. It's very easy to install, so it's cost-effective. The third thing that's a benefit is you can customize it for your needs. If you need an extra sensor, I know for my wife and I, we bought some, and then as we looked at it, we said, you know, we need more sensors. So we just ordered a few more sensors and put them around the house in areas that were needed, and that was really simple. Okay, the fourth thing is remote access. You can access it remotely on your phone, mobile. If you have like a camera hooked up to it, you can access the camera and see what's going on. So it's really convenient if you're away from home. The other benefit to a wireless system is its lower monthly cost. Now, most monitoring plans you can get as little as $15 a month to have it fully monitored by a company, which is great. Now, that also leads me to the first negative to a wireless system, the higher upfront cost. See, most of these systems, they're not giving you a free system with installation. You do the install, but you also have to pay for the system up front. And it can cost anywhere from $400 to $600 or sometimes more. So there's a downside to that. Also, it can be vulnerable to interference. If you live in an area that has bad cell coverage or bad wireless Wi-Fi signal, it's going to have a little bit of a hard time to report that information back to the monitoring system. So also limited distance. Like I said, if you have a spread out house, the sensors are going to have a harder time actually getting back to the base station and reporting if somebody opens a door or a window or something like that. And then the final thing is risk of hacking. Now, a lot of these wireless systems are going to tell you that, oh, they can't be hacked and it's all this encryption and everything. But come on, we live in a day and age when large corporations and their security systems are hacked all the time. I mean, shoot, we've heard of credit bureaus that have been hacked. So, you know, stuff can be hacked. It's just the reality of the day and age we live in. So keep that in mind with a wireless system. So there you go. That's a whole list of pros and cons. There's no right or wrong way or best way or worst way to do this. It's up to you. You will know your specific needs and situation, but all I can tell you is it's probably not as expensive as you think to get monitoring, get a service, protect your family, and protect your house. So definitely look into this stuff, and hey, let me know in the comments what you think, or maybe something that if you have a certain system that you really look for. So we love to hear your feedback on that. So thanks so much for joining me this week. Have a wonderful week.